بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وخاتم المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بالإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We here at Arabic Virtual Academy would like to welcome you to today's video. And this is part of our video series entitled The Character Building Workshop. In today's video, we want to discuss with you an issue that many times we look down on one another because of the fact that we carry out this duty that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam have prescribed for us or made it an obligation that we do. And this is commanding the good and forbidding the evil. When someone does it, they're considered to be a troublemaker or being nosy, or whatever it is that we want to call them. But we can't forget that this is something that we have been commanded to do as Muslims. And this is for the good of the community and the society as a whole. So in today's video, we're going to talk to you about its importance, why we need to bring it back as a daily practice that we all should partake in, as well as its rewards and its benefits. So inshallah ta'ala, we'll start now with the video. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah and ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this particular video, we're going to be talking to you for a few minutes about a situation entitled Al-Amr bil-Ma'ruf wa-Nahi anil-Munkar. We're going to talk to you about the importance of commanding the good and forbidding the evil. Because this is another characteristic that we see that the Salaf of this Ummah, or the pious predecessors of this Ummah, they had. This was part of who they were. And we're constantly looking around saying, why isn't our situation the way that their situation was? It's because of the fact that we are so far from who they were. And in this video, we want to explain to you the importance of us being of those people who command the good and forbid the evil. We need to be amongst those people who the Prophet ﷺ gave glad tidings to because of the fact that they commanded the good and forbade the evil. Not like us, we see evil going on all around us. From the time that we wake up until the time that we go to sleep. What is it that we do about any of this evil? Whether it be inside of our households, on the way to school or on the way to work. While we're there, on our way back, regardless of where it happens, regardless of when it happens, the fact that we are constantly quiet about all of this evil that is going on around us. We say nothing, so much to the fact that we've been around it and saying nothing about it for so long that it doesn't even bother us. We don't even feel any certain type of way when these wrongdoings are going on around us. Now I want to ask you, where is this from the way of the Prophet ﷺ? And that hadith that we all have heard 1,000,001 times that was related by Imam Muslim. That hadith where the Prophet ﷺ, he says, مَنْ رَأَ مِنْكُمْ مُنْكَرْ فَلْيُغَيِّرْهُ بِيَدِهِ فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِلِسَانِهِ فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِقَلْبِهِ وَذَلِكَ أَضْعَفُ الْإِيمَانِ. The Prophet ﷺ, he said in this hadith, whoever from amongst you sees an evil, then let him change it with his hand. And if he's not able to do so, then let him change it with his tongue. And if he's not able to do that, then he should hate it with his heart, and that is the weakest of faith. Now listen to this, and listen to how we all talk about the fact that we are the people of Iman, the people of belief, that we are the believers, that we are the mu'mineen. Not only are we not changing those things that we have the ability to change with our hands, nor do we try with our tongues. Many times we don't even hate it with our hearts. All of this munkar, or these wrongdoings, or these wrong deeds, or evil deeds that we see going on around us all of the time. What type of change are we trying to make? It doesn't even bother us that our children are listening to those things and watching those things that they shouldn't be listening and watching. They do it in front of us, and it doesn't even bother us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to hold us accountable for the way that we raise our children. That we know our children have boyfriends and girlfriends, and we don't say anything. That we know that our spouses are doing things that they're not supposed to do, and we don't say anything. And even if we can't say anything, that it doesn't even bother us that these things go on. How is it that we can sit around so much evil? Is this the way that we see that the Salaf of this ummah was? Is this the way that we see that the Prophet ﷺ and his companions were? Did they just sit by and let all of this evil go by and not say anything? Is this what we've been commanded with as far as being amongst those people who command the good and forbid the evil? And then we wonder why we're in the situation as an ummah that we're in. Nothing matters except for us and those things that directly affect us. And we are an ummah not because we're a bunch of individuals, but because of the fact that we are an ummah. Don't get upset when someone wants to command the good and forbid the evil. They're doing it because of the fact, insha'Allah ta'ala, because of the fact that they love you and they want to see something good for you. They want to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pleased with you. They don't want to be from amongst those people that let you sit around and do whatever you want to do around them, and then you will get a punishment for that. They don't want to see you punished. And don't be afraid to try at the very least to change those wrongs that you have the ability to change. And again, if you can't do it with your hand and you can't do it with your tongue, then at least hate it in your heart. You shouldn't be indifferent to a situation, because after a while you may start liking that situation. You may start liking that evil. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us all from that. There are a lot of different benefits of commanding the good and forbidding the evil that we could talk about, but I don't want to take up a whole lot of your time. These videos are small reminders as to what it is that we need to begin to work on, those important issues, so we can stop arguing about those issues that come later on down the line. And we can get ourselves together as good Muslims and people that are doing the best that they can do to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And again, just like all of the other videos, right under this video, you will find that we've actually put a document there that is available for you, again, for a free download, to look at some of the other proofs and evidences about what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his messenger said about the situation of commanding the good and forbidding the evil, and as well its reward. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst those people who, at the very least, hate the evil with our hearts, if we're not able to change it with our hands or our tongues. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik, wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, wa astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.